If you want to develop mastery in whatever you do, whether in your career, your business, your life, whatever it is you're doing, and you want to develop mastery and achieve mastery, then you must understand the 4 levels of competence. You must understand these 4 levels, and the goal will be for you to get to the 4th level of competence. What are the 4 levels of competence you must understand? The first one is the unconscious incompetence. The second one is the conscious incompetence. The third one is the conscious competence. And the fourth one is the unconscious competence. You need to understand these various levels of competence, and at each point, know the level you are in whatever you're currently doing in your life. It is very imperative that you understand this. And I'm going to use driving to explain these 4 levels of competence so you understand what we're trying to talk about, right? The first one is unconscious incompetence. Here, you lack the basic skill for doing something. You lack the basic skill and you don't even know that you lack the skill. You lack the basic skill. For driving, you don't know how to drive. You've never gone to the wheels of a car before, right? So you don't know how to drive and you don't even know that you don't know how to drive. Maybe in your mind you think driving is easy, but you don't know how to drive. You've not tried it before. That is the first level, unconscious incompetence. Then the second level is the conscious incompetence. Now, when for the very first time you come behind the wheels of a car and you discover that you don't know how to drive, that driving is not just having the steering on. No, it takes a lot of things to know how to drive. But that is the level of what? Conscious incompetence. Now you understand what you lack. You understand what you are lacking. That is the second level, but it doesn't stop there. You need to go beyond that and begin to master and learn how to drive. That is where you go to conscious competence. But at this level, by the time you begin to move the car, you are still very conscious. You can drive now, but everything you're doing, you're conscious about it. When you're to match the brake, when you're to look at the rear view mirror, the mirror, everything about the car, you are still at the level of conscious competence. But the level you must desire to get to is the 4th level, which is the unconscious competence. Here you begin to drive even with your 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th senses, right? You can drive while doing some other things. You are now doing it subconsciously. You have gotten to the level of mastery. So whatever you are doing in your life, whether in your career, in your business, whatever you find yourself doing, you must seek to get to the level of the 4th level of competence, which is unconscious competence. This is where mastery is formed. This is where excellence become a second nature for you, because you are operating in a level of unconscious competence. And this is going to take beyond focus and effort and consistency. It will get you to the 4th level, but it's going to take beyond that. This is where you're going to operate on a different level of skills that will produce mastery in whatever you do. This is where people recommend you as a thought leader. This is where people say that you are good. They will recommend you and do a lot of things for you. You've moved past the 3rd level of conscious competence to a level of unconscious competence. If you look at people playing in your field, you might begin to relate this. There are people that are operating at that particular level of unconscious competence. If you're not there at that level, you need to strive to get there. And you can apply this to different areas of your life. There might be some areas of your life where you are still operating on the level of conscious competence. But life is not just going to reward you for your conscious competence. It will get to the level of unconscious competence. You need to get to that level. And that is where life will begin to reward you. My name is Thank God Simeon, and this is part of the series of The Man I'm Becoming. If you want to strive to get to this level of unconscious competence in your career, in your business, then you need to sign up for our one-on-one coaching, both for individual and businesses. See you there.